Now I've just painted the side of the tandoor just to see what it looks like when it's painted. The other key thing is when you paint it, it shows up any bits you've got to repair. So there's a few bits I just need to patch in down the bottom, but other than that it's looking pretty good. So that's come up nice and straight. Now I could leave it like that, but I'm actually going to put a coating on the outside, and what I'm going to do is actually use some tiles. So I was in the local DIY store and I saw these tiles being sold at just over £4 a square metre. So actually I'm going to put the tiles on the oven. Now, yeah, I could just put them on like that, but that's going to be pretty boring actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash these up and put them on as a mosaic. So, you know, here's all the bits all smashed up. And if I get to come round, I'll show you what I've done already on the sides around here. So if you look around here, can you see that? So this is what I've done already, and I've done the same round here, and I've grouted round the back, and then we're just going to grout in with black grout. So let me show you what it looks like around the side when it's grouted. Around the side grouted, and then I'll show you me putting these tiles on. So let's have a look at this here. And there is the back with the tiling, and you can see the hole to the left there. That's where the temperature gauge is going to go once I put it in properly. Mixed up with adhesive. It's a rapid setting one, flexible for exterior use. Only mix up enough. Only mix up small quantities for you to do it on. Put your tiles on. Normally I spread the adhesive on, do my notches, but here I'm literally doing it on a bed of adhesive. So I'm putting it on the tiles and then putting the tiles onto the oven. Now where was this one going to go? Is it going to go there? Just push it in. Now normally I'd use a leveling, but I'm not worried about leveling because I'm not worried about it being a bit wonky. You think you've spent all that effort trying to make this flat and then you're not worried about things being a bit wonky. The reason being is that when the sun catches it at different angles, I'm hoping it's going to glisten. So that's an easy excuse if you don't do a good job. You can say I did it on purpose. The other thing is, the hardest bit is finding the right size tile to go into places. Now the other thing to note is these tiles are ceramic tiles. You're saying, hold on Nick, don't use ceramic tiles outside, you should use porcelain. And the reason being is ceramic can soak up the moisture more, and then when it freezes and cracks, which is true. And I was like, I'm in an R-ing, should I not go for these and go for porcelain, which is going to be a lot dearer? And then I found lots of examples where people have used ceramics outside in the garden, and then I got a couple of mosaic books indoors, and I was looking at them, and they were all using ceramics for putting on pots and that. And I thought, well, you know what, £4 whatever a square metre, it's worth the risk. And let's say, for argument's sake, let's say this one was to get cracked. There's nothing stopping me. I can just chip away, take it out, and place it with another piece. So that's why I'm using ceramics. But as always, I'll be sharing how it goes. If I have any problems, you'll be the first to know about it, so you can learn with me. So where should we put this one? Tiling's all done now, so now we have the exciting bit of grouting, so you can see what it's like ungrouted, and you can see it with the black grout. I think it looks quite classy. So the first thing you need to do is I usually get a pair of old jeans and just really give this a good rub down to get rid of any bits and pieces, any sharp bits. I've already done that. I also then put water in, a little bit of water in between each of the cracks. I've already done that. So now I'm going to start putting in the grout. So use my let's quickly mix this in. Now, it looks a bit messy to begin with, but don't worry, we're just going to start spreading that out. So I put that on, spread it around, looks a bit messy. So now all I need to do is just clear off all the excess on each single tile. And get any of that excess off. And see, it's getting there already, so what I'm going to do is finish doing these, then do the rest of this, and then probably in about an hour's time I'll give it a real good scrub and polish it up. So that's how we do our grouting. Now that's the outside tiling complete. Still needs a bit of polishing up, but I need to be careful because when I was polishing it up earlier it was actually scratching the tiles. So these are not very good quality tiles. I think I made a mistake here, but anyway, I've done it now. Let's see how we perform. So these bargain tiles from B&Q, well, you get what you pay for, so thank you B&Q. So now, what are we going to do now? So now I need to fill this bit in with my vermiculite and then put our top on. And as for the top, I've got some of these heavy granite tiles. So let's just put one of those there to get an idea of what we're going to do. So put one like that, put another one like this. Now, wouldn't it be nice if I could just put them on like that and just do the minimal amount of cutting? But actually I want to have a slope so the water can drain away. So if I just give you an idea of the type of slope I'm going to do. And if I do it like this, you can see I've got big ridges here, so I can't do it like this. I'm actually going to have to cut across like that, and then so I can have a sloping side. So I got myself a new diamond cutter, so I'm now going to cut these and then see how it looks. So give me a second and I'll show you what it looks like when I cut the tiles. Here we go, you get an idea where we're going with this. You can see where I cut it in. So I'll probably lift that one up a fraction. You can see the way it all nicely smooths down. So now I'm going to fill this insulation pile in here, mix up my mortar, or cut the rest of them, and then bed them in, and I'll put them on a bed of mortar which will go from here to about here. I don't want it coming onto the heat bricks, and I'll put some insulation there underneath these tiles. So that's it. So now let me cut the rest of it, bed it in, and then we'll see what it looks like after that. Looking good. Well, I'm really pleased with this. It's turned out really nice. Got it cut, it's all been set now. You can see the gaps where I'm going to put that insulation against the fire bricks. But that is looking really nice. I think the colour with the tiles makes it look really nice. Now, get my cover on top. Got a nice little slope. So, I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to start colouring in the black on the white bits. But for now I'm going to stop because my lunch is beckoning me. Next job is to fill the gaps around here. Also, the boss wants the corners cut off, so I've just put a tin can to make a mark here. So I use the angle grinder, just take the corners off and then grout it. And for grouting I've got some white external grout, so I'm going to mix that with the black so I get a light grey. So that's what I'm going to do next. Pleased with the way this turned out. Cutting the corners off was really easy. I wish I filmed it now. Using my grinder, came off. It's actually like doing a bit of sculpting actually. Also managed to go over the edges here, take off any sharp bits around the side. So it's looking pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal it to stop getting any stains, and also to like really bring out the colour. To give you an idea, Hopefully you can see that's getting a bit darker. You know what, maybe I'll bring the camera in so you can see it better. Now I'm hopefully, it's funny for me standing above, it doesn't look like the colour, it's getting darker. Oh yeah, now it is. The angle on it depends on the light you're on. But you can see how it's getting darker and it's bringing out the colour in the stone. And also that will protect it as well. So I'm going to give it a couple of coats of this. So I'll bring you back in a minute and you can see once I've finished. So that's me coating the whole thing now. So I'm going to leave that to dry. And if I'm honest with you, I'm not sure I like it really. It's certainly brought out the pattern in the granite. It looks really nice. But it's just a bit too dark now. You know, remember this is how it was before. And I actually quite like this lighter colour against the black of the tiles. Now it's darker. It doesn't contrast enough for me. But saying that, looking down, the pattern's beautiful because you can't really see the pattern so much. Here, the pattern looks really nice. Anyway, let's give it time, see how it works out. So my next job is to try and make this look pretty, because that's going to go on top there. So I need to paint it, and I also need to insulate it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today. I'll see how we go, but that's my next job, to do an insulated. So we're near enough finished now. So an insulated top, put it on, try it out, and do some cooking. So we're far away from finishing.